An explosion lights up the sky as tensions rise in the Middle East, and Israel tries to find the kidnappers and murderers of 3 Israeli teenagers missing for weeks, but today found dead. One of the kids has ties to our area. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Sade Better-Inwa.
And I'm Bill Ritter. Tonight's explosion at the house of one of the suspected kidnappers. Tonight, as the FBI joins the investigation, vigils held in our area and in Israel to remember these young victims.
Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan is outside the United Nations. Jim?
Sade, the FBI involved now because one of those victims was a United States citizen with family ties to Brooklyn. So who could do it? Who could murder a 19-year-old, 2 16-year-old boys? Well, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu answered that question this way today. Hamas is responsible, and Hamas will pay. Israeli Defense Forces blew up the home of alleged kidnapper and murderer Amr Abu Asheh in Hebron tonight, burning it to the ground after giving all the residents a chance to get out safely. It was the first step in what promises to be a muscular, vigorous response to the brutal murders of 3 Israeli teenagers.
We have a very responsible and serious leadership in Jerusalem, and they will make the decisions they have to make in order to send a very strong message to Hamas that this action is unacceptable and to take the action that they deem necessary in order to protect and to defend our population.
Bodies of Gilad Shar, Ayal Yafrak, and Naftali Frankel, who had dual citizenship with Israel and the United States, were found in a village north of Hebron on the West Bank today. They were coming home from school on June 12th when they were kidnapped and murdered, and Israel has blamed Hamas, a Gaza political party declared by the United States to be a terrorist organization. Outrage spread around the world today. In New York, hundreds marched to the Isaiah Wall across from the United Nations tonight, demanding a swift response to the murder of children.
When you murder in the name of God, you are desecrating God's name.
And the president issued a statement tonight saying he urged all parties to refrain from steps that could further destabilize the situation. He said as the Israeli people deal with this tragedy, they have the full support and friendship of the United States. Few here will object to Israeli action against the murderers and their sponsors in Hamas.
They are terrorists, and they believe that there should not be any Israel. So Israel has a lot of leeway in dealing with them.
And it is all just beginning. Israel launched a punishing series of strikes in Gaza today, taking out more than 30 targets. Hamas fired missiles rockets into Israeli territory. Hamas has not admitted or denied any responsibility in these particular kidnappings, but they have encouraged others to kidnap more Israeli citizens. At the United Nations, reporting live, Jim Dolan, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.